What's up, guys? Let's talk about the word manipulation today. I don't think many people realize how much of the universe around us is just a full-blown manipulation. At first, that word, I know it comes off with a negative connotation, meaning that it just implies that it's negative behavior, but manipulating isn't necessarily good or bad, it's going to be neutral. And as you dig in, it's going to come down to a lot of gray area on determining if you think it's manipulation in a good way or a bad way, and it depends on what side you're on. So let's go through some stuff. One situation is you go to buy a car, you're trying to manipulate the salesman to sell it at the lowest price, and he's trying to manipulate you to buy it at the highest price or add all the add-ons and shit so he's making more money, right? So that's one way that in common day everyone's trying to manipulate one another. How about when you go to the store? Well, you have to realize that the different companies and different brands are buying the shelf areas within the store to try to manipulate you to see the product. They're using certain colors, certain logos, certain everything that they've tested to see what gets the most attention for their product. So they're trying to manipulate you to buy the product. Why do you go to the store that you go to? They're manipulating you to come there based off of how their service is and whatever they're doing to help you. Why do you use whatever else you use? Why did you buy the car that you bought? Because of the manipulation of that it's probably reliable or there's something else to it that convince you to buy it. Again, manipulating isn't good or bad, and that's the whole point of this discussion, is just to realize how much of the world around us is a manipulation. Teachers, they're trying to manipulate you to believe what they're teaching. Does that necessarily mean it's right or wrong? No, because if you take 100 teachers, you're gonna have 10 really fucking awesome teachers, you're gonna have 10 really shitty teachers. You know how this works. So it comes back to, you have to rationalize and use common sense and realize you can't just generalize everything, that you have to start realizing where everything is on a scale within the overall, if that makes sense at all. What else with manipulation? Teachers, professors, parents too. Parents are trying to manipulate kids. Oh, the other one's pets. So parents are trying to manipulate their kids to be good kids, right? And sometimes parents will manipulate their kids in a way that the kid thinks it's bad, or the kid's not getting instant gratification, but in the long run, it's helping them, right? Long-term reward over instant gratification all day long if you want to start building your life. Whereas the kid is pissed off and sees it as a bad manipulation. They might change their mind later on down the road. The other one is like a pet. My dog had diarrhea the other day. Well, I had to put him on a fast for 36 hours, and he didn't eat. Well, he probably thought I was starving him, right? I'm manipulating my dog because I'm not allowing him to eat, but in the long term, it's for a positive. In the short term, he's probably pissed at me. And that's just a projection I'm putting on him, saying he's mad at me. He might just be like, oh shit, we're out of food. So think about it. But again, it's all just about thinking about how your energy is being pulled away from you at all times to try to take your time, money, and power. So hopefully this makes you just sit back and realize how much of everything around us is manipulated. And that's not even getting into the news and politics and how corporate world works and schooling and everything else. This is just kind of high level basics on thinking about life in general. But if you have any comments, let me know. Let's get some good feedback. I'll do follow-up videos because I think it's just good to have this type of discussion, which again broadens everyone's understanding of kind of the world that they're living in. I think too many people have been in a bubble, especially in the last like 5 years, that I think a lot of people that think they're crazy aren't crazy, and a lot of people that aren't crazy, that don't think they're crazy, are kind of brainwashed. But again, that's just a generalization, and it comes down to every individual person, so you can't just say this person's that. But anyways, you guys have a good day. Talk soon.